Hello everyone, my name is Blue Raven 666 with my buddy Leo here. He's kind of took away my hood, but that's alright. Anyways, I'd like to apologize for not posting anything for this past week or so. I've been kind of busy and a lot of stuff has been going on, so I'm making excuses. I have been a lazy fuck for a while, and while things have been going on that have kind of prevented me from making a video, the truth is I had absolutely nothing to talk about. But today I actually wanted to get on a topic that still kind of baffles me because now that I've got this guy, I'm like bumping into it a lot. I mean, and this topic happens to be the fact that I don't understand why people hate or are afraid of snakes. I've heard the typical excuses: they're gross, they're ugly, they're slimy. I even had one lady tell me that she didn't like snakes simply because they're serpents. Or, it's kind of hinting towards religious aspects and that snakes are a sign of the devil and stuff like that. To be honest, if that would have been my mom's reason for me not being allowed to have a snake, I would have packed up all my shit and left. Because I'm not going to deal with an excuse like that. If you're like, say, how some people are allergic to dogs and cats, say if you are allergic to snakes, I can understand why you want to keep as far away from them as possible. But to me, the excuse that they're creepy or slimy or disgusting, I don't see it. Slimy is a completely false statement. They're not slimy. They might feel that way if they get wet, but in all aspects, Leo is not slimy. No slime on my hands. He's he's scaly. Okay, that's the word you want to look for. He's scaly. And honestly, if you can't handle scales, you can't handle leather or pleather. That's the way I see it because it's generally the same texture. It's not slimy. It's just, you know, scales. And gross, disgusting, like nasty. I don't understand what you're talking about. I want you to take a look at something. Leo, come on, get out of my hoodie. Leo, stop checking out my boobs and get out here. Look at that face. How can you call that face disgusting? That face is freaking adorable. Alright, Leo. Point made. Yeah, you're mad at me now. I'm sorry, but I had to prove a point. I guess the only thing that makes me uneasy about Leo is I don't know if he ever gets an idea to strike me. He hasn't yet. He hasn't tried to strike me. He's hissing at me a little bit right now, but I understand why. I yanked him out of his comfy spot. So, just in general, I've never understood why people hate snakes so much. I mean, I grew up in the country, playing in the dirt, in the muck, surrounded by spiders and snakes and frogs and salamanders and all kinds of creepy crawly and slithery things. So, I don't understand this whole thing of people being afraid of snakes. I mean, I understand if you've had like a traumatic experience with them, like they bit your hand and your hand was bleeding and it was all horrible and stuff. I can get that. But I mean, just, either you've never held one or have never gotten close to one, never touched one, you've just seen them from afar and you're like, oh my god, they look so creepy and slimy and gross. Kind of stop and get to know them a little bit. They're not that bad. I mean, Leo is kind of wrapped around my finger, almost literally. So, um, he's not that bad of a pet, and I've only had him for almost 2 weeks. So, I mean, unless you're like deathly allergic to snakes, or you've had some sort of traumatic experience, like they bit your hand and it's bleeding and everything else, then I don't understand why you would be afraid of a non-venomous, completely docile creature. Now, poisonous snakes, venomous snakes, I can understand if you're afraid of those, because they could kill you. But ball pythons are non-venomous, completely gentle, docile creatures. So, if you can explain to me in the comments why you might be afraid of snakes, or perhaps you're on the opposite end of the equation and you love snakes like I do, leave it in the comments as to your reason why you hate or love snakes. I've even gotten an excuse from a little boy. He hates snakes and is afraid of snakes because he watched the movie Anaconda, which is a very much fictional depiction of snakes, even big snakes like this guy. So, anyway, leave in the comments as to why you may be afraid or disgusted by snakes, or perhaps why you love snakes. I'd love to hear your reason behind it. Help me understand, because this is something I just don't understand. I understand why you people love snakes, because I'm on that end of the equation. Look how cute he is. But, just in general, I don't understand why people have this gigantic phobia of snakes, or any reptile for that matter. So, that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. If you enjoyed this video from me, please leave a like. If you did not enjoy this video from me, for whatever reason, leave a dislike. And if you enjoyed this video from me and you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel. If you have something to say about this video, leave it in the comments. I will read it. And anyways, my name is BlueRaven666 saying goodbye for now, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.